What is up, everybody? How you guys doing, man? Happy Friday. 7 game slate to talk about tonight. Should be a fun one. We've already got some news come out during the day. Really, the news that was important that I was waiting on was with Boston. We weren't sure, yesterday, last night, who was really going to be in or out for Boston, but we now know Jaylen Brown's going to be out for the Celtics. Kemba Walker is going to be out. Robert Williams remains out. Evan Fournier is back. So this is the important news of the day, I think, is the Celtics going to be missing two of their key guys, two of their highest usage players. Obviously, they still have Tatum, but no Brown, no Kemba. Hard to not like Tatum here. I see my boy Super Brandon already talking about, is Tatum a must play? You guys know I hate the term must play, but Tatum does look like a really good pay up option now. Even at 10K, I haven't looked at his numbers with those guys off the floor, but I assume, Tatum has really good numbers with Brown and Kemba both off the floor. He's just going to get a ton of usage, going to have the ball in his hands a ton. The matchup's really good against Brooklyn. Love Jason Tatum now with Kemba and Brown out. I like Marcus Smart a lot as well. Normally I don't play Marcus Smart, but he's someone I have a lot of interest in tonight. And then we'll have to wait and see what the starting lineup is for Boston. Don't really know who's going to start. I assume you'll have Tatum, Smart, and Kemba, or Tatum, Smart, and Thompson in there. Maybe Evan Fournier starts. If he does, regardless, I think Evan Fournier at 5,500 looks like a really good option that probably goes overlooked. I like Evan Fournier a lot. But if Peyton Pritchard starts, he could be a decent value. Maybe they start Jabari Parker. I don't really know. But really the key guys that stand out from Boston now are definitely Jason Tatum, who I like a lot. Marcus Smart, I like a good amount. Evan Fournier, I like quite a bit as well, and I think he goes overlooked. That's the news I wanted to hit on first. Nothing else really has changed, though. We do know that KD is going to be out again, so you could go back to Kyrie. Is Kyrie a guy you have to pay up for today? I don't think so. I think there's some other studs I prefer over Kyrie. I'd rather have Westbrook. I'd rather have Tatum. I'd rather have PG. But yeah, Kyrie does look like a good option. Without KD. But I did want to hit on that first, guys. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. We got a lot of the regulars in chat, a lot of my members. Appreciate all you guys as well. My man Chris, he says, cash with a 288 on Yahoo for my first ever 12K baller. Hey, nice job, Chris. Nice job, my man. Last Friday, Yahoo ran a 20K baller with 5K to first, so they ran a little bit of a bigger tournament. They got this little Vegas getaway too. If you get first place, you win I think it's a free trip to Vegas. I don't exactly know, but I got 30 lineups in this baller again. I played 30 lineups in the Yahoo baller last Friday. Didn't get the takedown. My best lineup placed I think 7th or 6th, but I got 30 lineups in the baller again on Yahoo. I'm excited to build those lineups. I'm gonna have to do that when we get off the stream, but yeah, I'm excited for that for the Yahoo slate. Saw Noah Cash with a 320. I didn't know Yahoo was like that. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I had a pretty good night on Yahoo too. I had a chance to take down the baller if Vucevic would have played in the fourth. Vucevic not getting run in the fourth quarter really cost me, but I still had a really good night on Yahoo. What's up, Noah? What's up, my man? What's up, GOAT? Let's get it. Hey, let's get it, Willie. Let's get it. Hope you win. Hey, I hope I win too, Patrick. So, the payout structure in that tournament, it's kind of top heavy. If you don't place first or even top 5, you're probably going to lose money depending on how many lineups you cash. I had a lineup place 6th in that tournament last Friday and I still lost money. It's kind of crazy. 6th place, let's see. 6th place pays out 125 and first place pays out 5K. So there's a huge difference there. If you don't place in the top 3, it's tough to really profit in this tournament, but I'm kind of playing for first place. I got the max amount of entries in, so we'll see how it goes. I like this slate though. I like the way I've been tweaking my lineups a little bit, starting some builds, and I like the way I'm headed. What's up, Noah? Let's get this money tonight, bro. Hey, let's get it, Marcus. How do you build a single entry tourney lineup? What are your tips? I just kind of For single entry, I really just build the best possible lineup that I think I can build. So, I don't really look at ownership too much, just who I think the best plays are, I build them. And then if I look at my lineup and I can kind of see that it's probably going to be a little bit too chalky, then maybe I'll make 1 or 2 tweaks. But you don't really need to get off the board. In a single entry tournament, you don't have to play a ton of low-owned guys. Now, if you want to take down the big, whatever this is, the 325K tournament with 20,000 entries in it, you're going to have to get a little off the board to win that. But for single entry, you can play a pretty chalky lineup and still, have a chance at a takedown. So I would recommend just kind of building, what you think the best possible lineup is. And then if you think it's going to be duplicated, then maybe you make 1 or 2 swaps. That's really all you got to do, though. What do you think about John Wall? I mean, yeah, John Wall's a good play in the mid-range. I think I give the edge to John Morant over him. And God, I hate playing John Morant, but John Morant definitely looks like a good option in the mid-range for 7,200. John Wall, though, as long as the Rockets can keep this game close, like John Wall has a ton of upside. It's just, Houston gets blown out literally every game, so that really just caps the upside on John Wall. But if they can keep this close, I said it in my video last night, like you could get huge games from John Wall and Paul George. Like you could definitely stack those two guys together in tournaments. Obviously, Paul George is a top play today. John Wall not as much, but definitely has upside if the game can stay close. That's really my only concern for John Wall. It's just can the Rockets keep it close? Who's the best value at small forward? I mean, it depends what, site-wise. On Yahoo, I think Kevin Huerter looks really good at small forward on Yahoo. On Draftkings, I would say probably Evan Fournier I like quite a bit. No Kemba, no Brown. Evan Fournier's back. I assume he'll play his normal minutes. I like him a lot for 5,500. I like Kelly Oubre quite a bit. With Kent Bazemore out, I assume Oubre moves back into the starting lineup, gets probably 36, 38 minutes. He looks like a good option at 5,800. So probably those two guys if you consider them values. I don't think there's a ton that's like super cheap that you can really go to. Maybe the Celtics guys, like depending on who starts for the Celtics, you can maybe go with one of those two guys. But like a Romeo Langford. Romeo Langford started last night, but literally he played like 30 minutes and had like 8 fantasy points. Yeah, Romeo Langford played 32 minutes last night. He started and had 5 DraftKings points. It's always tough with these like secondary Celtics guys, like the Semi Ojales, the Romeo Langfords. Like it feels like these dudes just never do anything. But without Kemba, without Jaylen Brown, they should at least be a little bit more productive than normal. So I don't mind them for cheap options, but they're probably towards the bottom of my list, I would assume. Raul Neto popping on projections, I guess Goodwin. Yeah, Neto's been starting recently. I haven't really been playing him at all, but he's super cheap, 3,400. He's played, at least 28 minutes in 2 straight games. I think Raul Neto's a pretty decent option for cheap. Now, yeah, I definitely would rather play Goodwin, but yeah, Neto's a value for sure. Rank the studs. I think you said Tatum, Westbrook, George, Irving. What about Jokic? Where does he rank? I like Tatum, Irving, George. Yeah, those are probably my 3 favorites, Mark. Well, actually, I'd probably put Westbrook ahead of Irving, so probably Westbrook, Tatum, and PG are my 3 favorite studs. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play all 3 of those guys in one lineup. I haven't built lineups yet, but those are probably my 3 favorites. Jokic would probably be 4th. It would be close between Kyrie or Jokic for 4th favorite. But Tatum, Westbrook, PG, those are the guys I like most at the top right now. Who do you consider a better value center, Nurkic versus Memphis or Zubac versus Houston with no J-Val? I think I give the edge to Nurkic. Nurkic is someone I like quite a bit today. His minutes got up last game. We finally saw him get 29 minutes. If Nurkic plays anywhere near like 30 minutes, 5,200 is way too cheap for Nurkic if he's going to be playing 28 to 30 minutes. So I like Nurkic quite a bit. I would probably take him over Zubac, I think, Adam. Bertans or Jeff Green? I'd probably take Bertans there, JP, but that's close. Tatum or PG? That's super close. I like both quite a bit. I think I'd give the edge to Tatum now, but it's super close between those two. Those are my 2 favorite studs, I think. Those are the 2 guys I probably am going to build around on this slate. Do you take that same approach with cash entries? I know that's how we make our money. Let's let our cash pay for our attorney entries. Cash games, you don't really need to get off the board. Like cash games, you just want to play the best possible lineup. You don't care if your lineup's duplicated because in the end, you're just trying to, like in a double up, it doesn't matter if you place first in a double up or if you place right inside the money, you're going to make the same amount. So for cash games, you just want to play the best possible lineup. Don't look at ownership projections. Ownership doesn't matter. Yeah. But like in a single entry tournament where you're trying to place first, you don't really want to have the same lineup as everybody. So, maybe making 1 or 2 swaps that can differentiate you is just all you got to do in a single entry tournament. No, I can't wait to listen to your nightly picks. You have helped me out big time in tournaments. Just saying a big thank you. Keep up the good work. Hey, I appreciate that, DJ. Appreciate that, man. Glad you enjoy the videos. You like Bertans today? I think he'll be playing small forward with Avia hurt. Yeah, he's been playing pretty good minutes regardless. And now that Denny's out, I think we see Bertans start and probably play 30-plus minutes because Rui is out as well. Rui being out is huge. No Rui, no Bertans, or no Rui, no Avia. I assume we get 30-plus minutes from Davis Bertans, so he is definitely in play for value for sure. What we got going tonight, Irving, value, sorry, just got in. Irving I like as a pay-up option, but I do have Westbrook, PG, Tatum ahead of him right now. Value-wise, I still think Brandon Goodwin looks like one of the best value plays, assuming that he starts for the Hawks. I still really like, Lou Will as a low-owned value. I don't think a ton of people are going to play Lou Will, but I still have a lot of interest in him for cheap. I mean, those are probably my two favorite values right now. Depending on who starts for Boston, we could get some value there. But right now, the Hawks are the team I think that still looks like the team for value, with obviously Brandon Goodwin, being a top value play. Thoughts on playing Nurkic and Tillman together? I mean, you could do that. I don't know if I would be doing that personally. Like, I haven't built lineups yet, but yeah, you could do that. I don't see any reason why. I mean, I do like both those guys at center quite a bit. Spend ups on Yahoo, it's probably the same. Westbrook, Tatum, PG. I would probably put Tatum and PG a little bit ahead of Westbrook just because they're a lot cheaper. So Tatum and PG are my two favorite spend ups on Yahoo. Who are your favorite value plays for tonight? I mean, Brandon Goodwin, I said it. He still looks like one of the best value plays, assuming he starts for Trey. Lou Will, I still like as a lower owned value off the bench. I don't think a ton of people are going to play Lou Will. So, yeah, those are probably the two guys I'd look to for cheap right now. Which center forward combo sounds better on Yahoo, Nurkic and Herter or Tillman and Oubre? I'd probably go with Nurkic and Herter there, Steve. You like the Golden State forwards with Basemore? Always appreciate your advice, Noah. Yeah, I definitely like Kelly Oubre now. I mean, Kelly Oubre has been playing a lot better lately, and he's still been getting, even playing off the bench, he's been getting pretty big minutes. He played 37 minutes off the bench last game. With no Basemore, I assume Oubre starts, moves back into the starting lineup, probably plays 36, 38 minutes. If we're going to get 36, 38 minutes from Oubre at 5,800, he definitely looks like a good option as small forward. So, Oubre, I like quite a bit too from Golden State. I didn't like Oubre that much before, but now, without Kim Bazemore, I think, that's pretty big for Oubre. I think Tillman's going to be a trap with Triple J in. He's taking usage away. I mean, Tillman was still, JP last game, Tillman was still pretty productive on a point per minute basis. He played, close to 30 minutes. He played 28 minutes, had 30 DK points. I need to look and see if they, let me pull this up on Popcorn Machine. I need to see if they played alongside each other last game. Because I think this is kind of important. If they didn't, then yeah, I'd be a bit worried, but let's see. Let's go to, where's this game at? Let's see, where's Memphis? I can't find the game. Who did Memphis? Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's see. So Triple J subbed in for Tillman, and then Tillman subbed in for him. So yeah, it looks like it looks like they didn't play alongside each other at all. Yeah, that's a bit worrisome then. Damn, I thought they would maybe play alongside each other a bit. So they basically split the minutes at center. Tillman played 28, and I think Triple J played 19 or 20. So if Triple J plays 22 minutes today, that probably means that Tillman's seeing a little bit of a decrease in minutes. I didn't really think about that. Yeah, I guess that bumps down Tillman a little bit, but I still think he's in play for value. Now I'd probably rather play Nurkic over Tillman now, but yeah, Tillman's still viable, I think. I'm surprised that they didn't play them alongside each other though. Draymond or Garland? I'd probably take Draymond there, Barnzo. If Clint Capella ends up sidelined, is Okongwu a good value center? I'd only go to him if he starts. I assume, though, that if Clint Capella is out, that they probably will start John Collins at center. And if they start John Collins at center, I really like John Collins. But if they start Okongwu, then yeah, Okongwu's definitely in play for cheap. Normally when Capella's out, they normally start Gallo and then they move Collins to center, but Gallo's questionable too. So, if Capella and Gallo are both out, I don't know what they're going to do with the starting lineup. I would assume that, yeah, probably Okongwu would start then. Remember, always put your cash lineup, the GPPs, at least once. I mean, yeah, that's very true. Nothing's worse than when you play your cash lineup in a double up and you got the stone nuts and you don't have anything else. That's a terrible feeling. Always play your cash lineup in a tournament. Always. Do you like Goodwin even if he doesn't start? I'd be surprised if he doesn't. I mean, he started basically every game that Trae Young's been out, at least recently. So I'm pretty confident Goodwin's going to start. But I guess if he doesn't, then yeah, that would bump him down a little bit. But he's still so cheap that I would still have interest in him. Smart to play Westbrook, Tatum, and PG and then play value players. I mean, I haven't built lineups yet, Raymond. I don't know if you'll be able to do that, but if you can build a lineup you like and it has Tatum, PG, and Westbrook in it, then yeah, by all means go ahead, because those are my 3 favorite spin ups right now. Best center option tonight with Jokic. I mean, I like Nurkic a lot at his price tag. So Nurkic, when you factor in salary, Nurkic is probably my favorite center. Do you like Looney for value at center? I'm probably not going to go there. I know his minutes have kind of been trending up a little bit. He did play 26 last game, 34 the game before that. The upside on Kevon Looney's just never a player you feel like you have to play. I mean, he scored less than 24 DK points in 10 straight games. I just never feel like I have to roster Kevon Looney. Like, he could play 30 minutes and score 20 DK points. I don't know. Not for me. I don't think I'm playing Looney today. Poku, Will Barton, or Draymond Gafford. I'd probably go Draymond and Gafford there. You like Tatum better than Westbrook on DK? I think I do prefer Tatum, honestly, but it's super close. I mean, Tatum's $1,000 cheaper. If Tatum was $11K, I would play Westbrook, but they're not. Tatum's $1,000 cheaper. So given the savings, I think I do give the edge to Tatum. Utility for 4.1K. Let's see. I mean, Jordan Poole, I do have a good amount of interest in for value as a lower owned value play. Without Kent Bazemore, without Damian Lee, we probably get mid 20s, maybe high 20s minutes from Jordan Poole off the bench. We know Jordan Poole can score. He can be productive when he's on the floor. I'd probably take him there if I was looking for a value that cheap. Have my build, and in the end, my optimizer says Kyle Anderson, but I like Andrew Wiggins. What do you think? I mean, yeah, if you wanna go with your gut, then just play Wiggins, I guess. Between Wiggins or Anderson, yeah, I'd probably give the edge to Wiggins too. But yeah, it's in the end, Jason. You just do what you feel. If you want to trust the projections, if Anderson's projected higher, then you can trust the projections. But if in the end, if you think Wiggins is the better play, then play Wiggins. Who scores the most DK points? 5.5K or less. Nurkic is the first guy that comes to mind there. I mean, he'd probably either Nurkic or Evan Fournier are like the 2 guys that I like in that price range. Any interest in Man tonight? Not at his price tag, T-Money. He's just priced up to a point now where he doesn't have a ton of value. Obviously, Man was a really good play last game because they had no Paul George, no Reggie Jackson, no Rondo. Paul George is back. Rondo is questionable. Reggie Jackson's back. I'm not interested in Man at his price. John Wall or John Morant? I think John Morant's safer, but if the Rockets can keep the game close, I think John Wall, could have a big game. But can you trust the Rockets to keep the game close? I guess that's the big worry. So Morant's probably the safer option. Wall, though, I do like as long as they can keep it close. Good plays at lower ownership besides Lou. Let's see. I mean, Westbrook's probably going to be somewhat popular. Tatum's going to be popular, I think. PG's going to be really popular, so I can't really say those guys. Evan Fournier, I like a good amount. Even if he comes off the bench, I think he's going to be really low owned. So Evan Fournier, I have a lot of interest in from Boston. If he starts, I think that'll definitely make him a lot more popular, but I do like Evan Fournier quite a bit, as long as he's not limited or anything. Nurkic, I like a lot, but he's probably going to be popular, I'd assume. I would say like an Evan Fournier for a lower owned option, because I think Kelly Oubre is going to pop more in projections than Fournier will. Like, everyone's going to play Oubre there, so yeah, I guess Fournier. Thoughts on Armani Brooks? Yeah, we got to wait and see who's going to actually be in for Houston. So right now, Sterling Brown's out, Eric Gordon's out, Daniel House, I believe, is expected to play. We got to wait and see what they do with the starting lineup. They could move Daniel House back to the starting lineup and then put Brooks back to the bench. But Brooks did start last game, and he played a ton of minutes. He played in the blowout. If he starts again, he's a decent value play for sure. But with Daniel House back, they might start Daniel House over Brooks. I don't know. Or they could just move Olynyk back to the bench and just start, House in place of Olynyk. We'll just have to wait and see. I'd probably only go to Brooks, though, if he's starting. If he's not starting, then I don't think I'd go there. How many fantasy points do you think Neto will get? Little bit of insight for prize picks. I know you don't play it, but be good on predicting fantasy points. I mean, Like, I don't really make projections or anything, but my best get, like, if I was making projections, I'd probably project Neto for like 32 minutes and probably 22 DK points. So I guess like a 22, that feels, I don't know. That feels like I guess a good rough projection, which obviously at 3,400, if he projects for 22 fantasy points, that's a pretty good projection for his salary. But that's just off the top of my head. I don't, I'm not a big data guy. I don't really look at projections. Are there any any Yahoo value plays from Boston? If Peyton Pritchard starts, I do like him for value, but like Smart's not cheap, Fournier's not that cheap. Really, there's not much value from Boston outside of maybe Pritchard if he starts. But I don't know what their starting lineup's going to be. We'll just have to wait and see. Would you play Tristan Thompson for center? Yeah, Thompson's in play, but I think I would rather play Nurkic over him. I'd probably rather play Xavier Tillman too. I think I had those guys ahead of Thompson. Neto or Goodwin? Definitely give me Goodwin. Poole or Gafford? Oh, that's close. I'd probably take Jordan Poole, but that's definitely close. Is Fournier on a minutes limit? I can't find any info on his playing time. We don't know yet. Fashion athlete, we don't really know yet. He was out for COVID protocols. It wasn't an injury or anything. So I assume he's been conditioning and stuff. But yeah, if Fournier's limited, obviously that takes my interest off of him. But I assume he'll be full go. Normally when guys come back from like COVID protocols, they're not going to be limited. Because I don't think he tested positive for COVID. I just think it was the protocols. Would Russ be your fantasy MVP this year? Oh, yeah, 100%. Either him or Jokic. I mean, you just look at fantasy points, per game. Jokic and Westbrook are like top two. Best DFS content around, plus I shortchanged the other day off my 6th win. LOL, good luck. Let's get it. Hey, T-Money, thank you for the $5 super chat, my man. I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate your support, my man. Thank you. You think we can start with Tatum, Irving, George, and Goodwin? I mean, let's see. So if you put Tatum, you put Tatum in, you put Kyrie in, you put Paul George in. Let's see how much salary that leaves you with after you put in Goodwin. I mean, you're left with 4,300, so that's gonna be kind of be tough. I couldn't say if I could make a lineup with that or not, but I mean, you could probably go like Nurkic for center or Xavier Tillman, and then maybe, one of those cheap Boston guys, depending on who starts. I guess you could make it work. I don't know. Don't play Fournier coming off an injury. Light your money on fire if you play him. Fournier is not coming off an injury. He's coming back from COVID protocols. He wasn't injured. I don't think so. At least I don't believe he was. Yeah, Fournier COVID protocols is off the injury report. Like, he wasn't out for injury. He hasn't been hurt. He's just been out for COVID issues. So, I mean, he hasn't played in like 3 weeks. He could definitely be limited, but if he's full go, I like Evan Fournier quite a bit from Boston without, Jaylen Brown, without Kemba. Can someone tell me what these tools do? I always hear about optimizers and stuff. I mean, yeah, optimizers, like, you can pay for projections, basically, sites, give projections to players. It kind of helps you. Like, a lot of the top pros, they use optimizers, especially like for cash games, just building, or you just using the optimizer to build the highest projected lineup you can. That's what a lot of players do for cash games. Do you need an optimizer to be successful, though? I don't think so. I hand build all my lineups. I've been hand building my lineups for years now. I don't think you need an optimizer to be successful, but if you're someone that wants to play multiple lineups, and the optimizer just saves you time, I guess. In the end, you still have to put the right settings in. Like, it's not just going to build you out good lineups. You still got to put the right settings in. If not, you're just going to be getting a bunch of how do I say this? Like, you're going to be getting a bunch of highly projected lineups, but there's a good chance that a lot of those lineups are going to be duplicated. A lot of people are going to have those same lineups as well, which you don't want in tournaments. In the end, I guess, Gabe, like, there's plenty of like free trials and stuff you can do. Like, if you want to check out some sites' projections, like, there's a lot of sites that do projections. Me personally, though, I don't look at projections. I hand build all my lineups. It's what I've been doing. Russ, Tatum, PG-13, Kyrie, how you order them on Yahoo? Probably Tatum number 1, PG number 2, Russ number 3, and Kyrie 4. At least for me, that's the way I would go. Marcus Morris or Kevin Huerter for cash. That's super close. I think I'd probably go with Marcus Morris, just given they're close to the same salary, but it's super close there, Gabriel. Patrick Bush, $10 super chat. Your update on the Spurs help me double my money. Thanks for your good work and hope you take home some money. Let's get it tonight. Hey, thank you, Patrick. I'm glad the update helped, my man. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Thank you, my man. And best of luck to you as well. Best of luck to you as well. John Collins or Garland as my util on Yahoo. I would say that if Clint Capella's out, I would definitely play Collins there. But if Clint Capella plays, I'd probably take Garland. Blake Griffin or Jeff Green. So I think Blake Griffin came off the bench last game and they started DeAndre Jordan at center. If they do that again, then I would probably take Jeff Green. I'd probably just take Jeff Green anyway. Yeah, I'd probably just take Jeff Green there, JP. I told you Jordan Bell revenge game. He deserved 100 DK points for how he helped out his hurt teammate. Oh my God. Noah is my optimizer. If that's the way you want to look at it, I guess, yeah. In the end, though, I can't build the lineups for you. You still got to build the lineups yourself. But I guess I tell you guys who I like. In the end, you can either play who I'm playing, or you can do whatever you want. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you my thoughts, and if you want to take what I say and run with it, go ahead. If you want to ignore everything I say, I don't know why you would be here in the first place, but yeah. If you got 100 lineups and someone's out, good luck. Well, I guess that's the good thing with optimizers team money. Like, if you have an optimizer, it's so easy to just crunch 100 new lineups, if somebody gets ruled out, you just take that player out of your player pool, you boost the projection of all the guys that benefit, and then you recrunch, and then you just export to Draftkings. But now, yeah, if you hand build 100 lineups and someone gets ruled out, oh, you're fucked. You're screwed. Like tonight, I'm playing 30 lineups. I'm hand building 30 lineups on Yahoo, so if there's a bunch of late news today, I'm going to be in shambles. But hopefully it's not going to be one of those days. What do you suggest for cash for guards, forwards, and center? I mean, I can't just give you every player. For guards, I mean, I like Goodwin for cheap. I like, PG as a pay-up option. Forward, I like Tatum as a pay-up option. Center, I like Nurkic a lot. So I guess those were a couple guys. 187 viewing, only 43 likes. Smash the like button up. Yeah, guys, hit the like button. We'll be live for just a few more minutes. I'm going to have to end the stream here shortly, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hit that like button before we do end the stream. Freddie F, 99 cent super chat. Thank you, my man, Freddie F. Thank you, my man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate that. Good luck tonight, fellas. Thanks for taking the time to answer some of these crazy questions. Hey, sure thing, Rob. Sure thing, my man. And good luck to you as well. Last minute in on Yahoo, Gafford or DeAndre Jordan. If DeAndre Jordan starts, I would play him. But if he doesn't, then I would take Gafford. Any Brooklyn values with KD out now? I mean, not really, just because, a lot of the Brooklyn guys have been priced up. Like, Bruce Brown's been priced up. Joe Harris has been priced up. There's really not much value from Brooklyn outside of DeAndre Jordan if he starts again. He's like the only value that I would probably consider from the Nets. Thanks for all the great fantasy content. Good luck. Let's get it. Likes up. Hey, good luck, my man. King Carter. Good luck, my man. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. Thoughts on Lou Dort? If Lou Dort plays, I think he's a good low-owned tournament option. Nobody's going to play Lou Dort today. But in a good matchup against the Wizards, Lou Dort's definitely viable if he's in. He's been just really good lately and continues to get a ton of usage without SGA. He's been a way better fantasy per minute player with SGA off the floor. I don't play that many because I do the hand build thing as well. Yeah, it would be tough. I don't even know how you would hand build 100 lineups. I mean, that would be god-awful, especially for NBA. Now, maybe for golf, I could see doing it because golf, nothing really changes. Baseball, nothing really changes. But with NBA and all the late scratches and stuff, I mean, if you're hand building 100 lineups and guys get late scratch, I mean, you're screwed. Like, you're going to be in shambles. Garland, Smart, Collins, Draymond for cash. I can't even tell what you're asking there. Garland, Smart, or Collins, Draymond. I'd probably go. If Clint Capella's out, I would probably go with Collins and Draymond. Thanks for these cool streams. Bogdan or Collins? Bogdan if you have the salary, Steve. Russ and PG or Tatum and Russ? I mean, Tatum over PG for me if you have the salary. Isaiah Roby for value. I'm not really on Isaiah Roby. Just there's too many other guys I'd rather play over Roby today, I think. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off the stream here. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I got about 2 hours to go hand build 30 lineups on Yahoo, so I wish you guys the best of luck tonight. If I don't take down the tournament tonight, hope one of you guys do. And JP, real quick before we end the stream, $5 super chat. You've helped me win $320 the last couple of days. Finally in the black. Appreciate all you do. Hey, I appreciate the $5 super chat, JP. Thank you, my man. All right, guys, I got to end the stream, though, here. Appreciate the super chats, guys. JP, Freddie, all you guys, Patrick. Thank you for your support, as always. Good luck tonight, guys. Appreciate your support. Good luck, fellas.